Okay, I'm recording now. There we go. So basically, I just went mining and crap, and like, there's a fart ton of crystals I have, so I'm gonna go and deposit those at the televator. I did go mining for like 8 hours yesterday, so yeah. Let's see. Perfect. I think I dropped something off at these chests. Yep. More coal. We need coal for the furnace. If you didn't know what I was playing, I'm playing Township. It's a really fun game, and I personally think you should honestly get it because it's only $10, and for like all that it has, it's worth it. Honestly, there's so much to do in this game. You know, I mean, it's a lot better with friends. So yeah. So this won't be the most exciting gameplay or footage of the game, because it's me just cleaning up the town and just doing simple stuff, but there is a lot more to do. So I just smelted some mithril here. I'm gonna save that to make something later on. If you don't know, mithril is the best base ore you can get in the game, and it spawns out floor 60 in the mines. And you can make alloys, which is like basically combining 2 ores to make 1. So that's neat. I'm currently going back to my tiny house, or my room, to I'll go and put all of this ore and ingots back, since I'm not sure what I want to make currently. So I'm just gonna save this here until I know what I want to make. Then I'll just come back here and grab the ingots for it. So I would put this right here. Perfect. Now we're just gonna make a torch to the room, and we're gonna attach a piece of flint to the torch, because now you need 1 flint to light it only, and that's just a tiny life hack I just learned myself. So we're just gonna light up all of the other torches in this room, since it'll make things a lot more easier for the both of us. I think I should drop off this coal at the blacksmith, and then I'll probably go to Mountain Pass the next morning, or the forest. It depends. Let's see. So we just chuck the coal into this tiny compartment, and I'll fill up with the coal. I need more dead grass, and I should drop off my fireworks at my room again, since I forgot to do that already. just gonna relight the torch, and that's also something else you can do with these flint axe type of torches. So I think I should kind of tell you guys about the different types of backpacks. There's basically 3 tiers, I would say, and then there's backpacks for subcategories. So for example, you have the tier 1 backpack, and you will start off with that backpack at the start of the game. It's made from sticks and dead grass. And next you'll have the tier 2 backpack. Oh, did not mean to do that. But here is the tier 2 backpack. It has 9 slots, and it has 2 attachments for pouches or for potion holders, or for basically anything. Like there's these ore pouches, which can hold up to double or triple the capacity amount, since normally these rocks would cap out at a capacity of 50 or 100, but by placing it in my ore pouch, there is now more capacity to fit in the slot, like stacks basically. So I'm just gonna drop off my fireworks here, since those can be used to blast up open walls for new passages in some places like the mines. And here's another thing. On Quest 2, by just pressing B and Y, you can bring up your hotbar up here. So that's very, very useful for when you're playing while you're sitting. Cause without doing that, you would gotta do something like this, which is just uncomfortable, and it breaks immersion, I feel like. So we're gonna go to the forest to get more dead grass and just find some things. And by the forest, I mean the plains / bases. Since on the Quest version, they have not added the forests yet, so it's PC only, essentially. But I think I heard that they're planning to add the things like the forces and the climbing tower on Quest in the future. Not 100% sure though, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, we're going to the forest. And if you were wondering why I'm trying to teleport while run, it's because it's a lot faster than just normally running or walking. So we're just gonna collect some of that dead grass, and we're gonna keep heading on into the forest. I did make this shortcut here though, and normally to make this bridge you would need to go up here and down from the wood shrine up there to make this. And I made this. So normally you would have to make that first before you make this, or you could be just a bit risky and jump from there to down here to make this, because normally you would have to go through there and through another exit. I'll kill these tree guys / these 𝙂𝙪𝙤𝙬𝙣𝙨, I think they're called, yes, just for the fun of it. So These guys are a good source of wood if you don't have an axe, but they're pretty dangerous to try and kill, since even I'm taking some damage trying to kill these guys. They are very large in hordes and groups, so I suggest trying to be very fast and trying to like take them down one at a time, like you see me doing. I don't feel the need to kill these guys, since that would just slow me down by a lot at this point. Nothing special in that chest. I know that DM chests do regenerate, but it takes a bit for that to occur. Okay, we're at the bases now. I think that the area here is called the Plains, but I just like to call this area the bases, since there's about 5 or 6 𝙂𝙪𝙤𝙬𝙣𝙨 camps here. So by smashing these boxes, you'll find things like these gourds, and these gourds can hold up to 2 portions of any liquid, compared to 1 portion like this flask. So they're pretty useful for things like TP potions, and just trying to gather those. They're pretty convenient. Now that I think of it, I should carry one. And look at this. This right here is what you're gonna want to be trying to find, since this is a life flower or a heart flower. So anyways, if I just grab this out of the ground, I would gain more health. You can have up to 20 bars of health, and by bars I mean these tiny red sloths. Oh, on here. Each individual tiny bar counts as 1 health bar, basically. So by finding one of those flowers, you would gain 1 more bar, and you can have a total of 20 bars. So yeah, and you do start off with 20 bars of health. No, not 20. 8 bars of health is the total you start out with. And for mining, I would suggest to find a bit of those flowers first before you go like mining down in the deeps. And by that I mean like level 40, 50, 60, 70. All of those levels, I suggest trying to find a couple life flowers, because a crystal death worm down there can just easily kill you, since they can normally spawn next to a bunch of other death worms and enemies, or when you're trying to mine. So it's not fun having one of them just like use their crystal spit on you, since that attack can either one-shot you with the default 8 bars of health, or it can do 6 bars of health, which can leave you extremely vulnerable. And plus, right after, when you're being attacked, your speed gets slowed down by a lot. So like by example, if you get attacked by a worm, I call them death worms, but worms. yes. If you get attacked by one, not only will you be hurt by 2 bars of health, but you will also be slowed down. So, in a situation like that, it's best to try to teleport really fast to try to dodge it like this. And of course your range for your teleporting will be down pretty short, like up to like here. So it's pretty stressful and difficult to deal with that. And I'm sorry for my stutter. I'm trying to control it, but it gets in the way sometimes for like when I get excited. And I've also noticed we haven't been finding too much in these spaces, except for coins and like a TP potion. Yeah, more TP potions. Oh, I actually need rope. We need rope to craft things like pouches in the ore pouch. Wow, actually nothing in that chest. I think that was the last space, so if I know my way back, we'll try to go home that way. But if I can't, then I'll just TP back with a potion. Okay, seems like I found my way back. Yikes. I just don't want to try to fight those guys back there since I don't really need to right now. So we're just gonna go back to the town and try to drop off these things we found. There's a lot of flasks. There's a lot of flasks, those from my friends who try to teleport back home, and by me. I've never seen this before. Wow. I think that might be rare. I'm gonna hold on to it if it is. If I make any mistakes while I'm saying something, feel free to point that out, since I can get mixed up on a lot of stuff. And wow, we have 100 sticks. So just like I said, there is a capacity limit. So like how only 100 sticks can be stored per slot, but in like a tiny wood pouch or like a wood backpack, for example, those are made for specially storing wood and sticks. Those can hold about 150 or 200 sticks, maybe even 300, but that's a little much, I think. I don't even need to be here. I was planning to go to my house/room to go and pick up my coins to put into town hall. If you didn't know, these coins are basically a trading currency. So, for example, if you're playing inside of a server with friends, and if you're selling something like in a market, I'll show you guys what the market is right now. It's right over there. Oh, right over there. So if they're selling something right now, like this cooked chicken, you can buy it. Just put the coins in here, and the food will come out. Well, that's just in this case, it's food. Delicious stuff. Albums take a while to eat. And maps are pretty useful, actually. They do show old players in the server, depending on which map you are. So, like, you will see more of this area when you're at this map. But generally, you can see a few people on the map pictures, people playing a few. And there's no one playing in this server right now, so I'm just kind of here, but by myself currently, giving tips. So before we go into Town Hall, we're just gonna simply drop off this rope at the crafting house for everyone to use. Like that. I am trying to make a hoarder's backpack. I found one large leather roll so far, and I know my friend has 2 more, but he's not gonna give them up. He doesn't trust me to make a hoarder's backpack. I don't honestly trust myself either, but sometimes you just gotta risk it for the biscuit, honestly. If I'm correct, Town Hall. Yes, Town Hall is up here. Okay, so we're just gonna go up here to Town Hall. Oh, sticks. Sticks are very useful. Do not underestimate a good stick. Sense. Like this. You can do this. Bam. Now we have torches. This right here is a coin bank. Just place your hand on there, and it'll light up. And to deposit coins, just place them in here, and that's the amount of coins you have. And to take out coins / withdraw, just pull down and select the amount you would like to take out, and then just take it out. But I'm not looking to withdraw anything. Oh, these are lock boxes. Basically, just put your hand on here, and it's basically your own personal chest that nobody else can access. So, for example, the weird stick here I found, I might want to put it in my lockbox, just in case that nobody else steals it. Let's see. I am playing on the Quest version of Township Tale as well, since I don't have a PC really. I do have a laptop though. It can't really run anything good or high performance rate. I think this video may not be edited, or just edited very little. Let's look at this backpack. I know my friend was trying to make this backpack, so let's just finish it for him. So basically, crafting is a big part of this game, so to craft it's pretty realistic actually. Just I'll show you how to craft from scratch after I finish this backpack for my friend. But right now I'm just hammering these nails into his backpack. Oh gosh, my hammer just went flying. If you fail to properly nail in something, it'll break, and you'll lose the material. Can I do this without standing? don't mind my hammer being charged up. It's a skill point I have. There we go. So I just made a tier 2 backpack for my friend. We can make one from scratch though. Seems like we have all the ingredients. And I feel like that would be a good way to show you how crafting works. Anyways, we're just gonna make a flint axe torch, like I told you guys earlier, to do that. So now we can light everything up. Because it is about to be nighttime, and I don't like being in the complete dark. It also kind of sucks. We're just gonna put this torch on the desk. So, this is a crafting recipe. If I drop it, it's gonna go back to the book. I'm gonna let it disappear. Okay, so now it's in this book. This is the crafting recipe book. And there are more than one book, definitely. There are a lot of books for different things, and they're kind of like guides and crafting recipes. So for example, these are the crafting recipes, and then there would be another book for stew brewing and mining. And the mining book is kind of more like of a guide and not really of a recipe per se. But these books are crafting recipe books. So these first few pages are just telling you how things work, and that's a backpack assembler. You can attach things like pouches for more storage, and this is the backpack recipe. So we're just gonna want to rip it out and attach it to our pedestal here, and you'll see that this part here is glowing. So that means we probably gotta put something like a leather roll on it, like that. And before I go any further, these small bars here are telling you how much pieces you need. So for example, 2 leather rolls, and you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leather straps, and this big bar here means 10. So this is 11 buckles. Do we have 11 buckles? Where are the buckles? I don't think we have 11 buckles, so I'll need to smelt those before we can make our backpack. So yeah, but thankfully they're not too hard to make, so that's the good thing. Let's see. Oh gosh, my wood backpack is just freaking out. We're gonna take some of my iron from my ore backpack, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I am walking a little bit slower, and that is because weight is actually a thing in this game. So, for example, the more stuff you have inside of your backpack or your pouches, the more slower you would run and move. So, at most times, it's best to not have a lot of items, like I do. I'm making a rookie mistake. So let's see. First we'll find the buckles recipe. I placed it somewhere on this. I gotta organize these sometime. Not there. Oh, there's the buckles recipe. Okay, so this basically means 2 ingots you will need to put in here, and then this will make 3 buckles. So if we want 11, we're gonna want to put in 8 ingots, because 3 times 4. Pretty sure. So 12 ingots going in there. So there's a pump here, and I'll actually demonstrate it. And this can make you smelt this a little faster. If I can get it going, I'll show you the visual that corresponds. There we go. That fire shows you that shows you that it's working pretty well. There we go. 18 buckles, more than enough. So we have a little margin of error in case we mess up, and that's okay. I would recommend to make a gold hammer and to chisel a handle that's about the same length up. About the same length as mine's. Because the problem with stronger hammers is that they are way too strong, and you can't be too careful with them. So that it'll just break your material instantly. So now we're just hammering these nails, and you have got to do it at an angle to make sure you hammer it in right. It does take some practice, and it's not too easy, but I think you'll get it in no time. I'll show you my gold hammer when I'm done hammering these nails. Just gonna rotate this. Normally 2 people would do this. Like, there would be a person who is constantly rotating it and like making sure you can hammer all the nails, but I'm doing this by myself. It's possible. There we go. And those blue sparks indicate that I've done it. So this calls for another leather roll. I am trying to record, so I am entitled Township, and if you want to join me, then cool. Okay, so my friend's gonna be joining. Don't mind that. We're just gonna mine. No, not mine. Stupid. We're just gonna be hammering these nails. Just like that. So this is gonna call for 4 leather straps. If I'm correct. Yes. This is quite a few nails. It's best to use a gold hammer for things like this because gold is the softest metal, I think, so it's very good for like nails and hammering. Oh, I took too long, and I'll show you what happens if you hammered the nails poorly. If I could get it to hammer poorly, you'll see it eventually. basically the strap would turn red, and that's your first indicator to like know that, hey, it's about to break off, and you should probably stop before it breaks. I'm sorry if I'm saying things too fast. That's just how I am. So we're just gonna use our iron buckles that we've made. We're gonna use these. Let me check if my friend joined. Oh, no? No, he's not joining. Okay. That's okay. I should turn this. So now we're just kind of placing these buckles and following along with the recipe, and it's telling us where these buckles gotta go. Gonna rotate this to the front. Oh, so yes, this is about to break if I'm not careful. Yep, it broke. So the piece didn't drop, so I gotta grab another one. And I'll try to be more careful. Okay. All we need are 2 leather straps for the top, and we're done. I'll try to do this without standing up. There we go. Just like that, our backpack's done. So, this is our backpack. Very nice backpack. Just gonna place our backpack here. And I'll place my friend's backpack on this hook. Bam. So now we can make pouches for it. Where's the recipe? Here's the recipe. I'll make only one just to demonstrate because I don't want to use up too many of our crafting materials, since these are for everyone. Just gonna put that on, put the leather strap on. Now this is gonna need a buckle. Just one buckle. This should be the last. And it's done. So first, to do this, you will need to craft a backpack assembler. And that costs 20 iron ingots. It's pretty expensive if you're just starting out, but I have a good way to get iron, and that is to smash some wood buckets. And those buckets can be found basically anywhere, and in the mines. I'll show you how they look like in the book. They look like this. These drop 2 iron ingots per bucket. So, yeah, they're a pretty good source for it. If you're too scared to go mining, or just don't want to go mining, since you're a weak little guy. So, yeah, that's how we attach pouches. And to detach them, you would need to use a hammer and chisel. And I'll demonstrate that right now. I'll need to go to the blacksmith to go and pick up the chisel from there. Since I used that chisel to take off some weird blades off handles my friends made accidentally. There we go. There's the chisel. And I think I'll even show you something I've accidentally made. Yeah. You can already see the problem. This hammer is way too small to use for efficient forging. And forging is basically trying to heat up a blade with this. I don't know if this is forged already. Maybe this isn't forged. I'll try to demonstrate forging with this. Basically, yes, it would heat up like that, and you'll wait for it, and then you'll grab your hammer and just put it on here, and you'll begin to bang out the metal like that. And of course, this is a 𝙂𝙀𝙀𝙬𝙣 hammer, which is the best alloy to me personally, because it does the most damage, but it is the heaviest metal. So now, with your new blade, you can put this on a handle. I'll also demonstrate that. Do we have any good handles? I'll try to demonstrate, but if we don't have a handle. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is not a good sword by any means. So, if we don't like this, then we'll just come over here, and we'll put it in here. So, this can be used to take off blades and attachments of handles. And you'll also need to craft this. It is 5 iron, which isn't too bad, but it is 25 copper. So, yeah. Be wary of that. Oh, there we go. So now, it just comes clean off, and we'll put this blade back here for someone to use eventually. I think it'll just be mainly recycled, which this is the recycler. And this will cost a whopping 50 iron to make. But I say that in the long run, it's worth it, since I'll think about it. Like, there's old blades and stuff that you've made at one point, and if you want that copper back, then you would just grab your copper blade and just stick it into the recycler, like that. Is it in? No, it's not in. I'll make sure it's in. There we go, it's in. So now you'll just pump this up a lot. And it's important to keep pumping this. It is going to take a bit of work, though, actually. It's one downside. And there we go. Those flames are a good sign. So the blade should be heating up now. Should be glowing. We can stop doing it for a little bit. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to do this, because it does take a little bit. But normally this would start to glow and stuff, and then eventually be put into this slot for copper. So yeah, it's pretty useful. Oh, I forgot to grab the chisel to take off the pouch attachment. That's why I came here. I didn't got sidetracked with, like, everything else. Oh, that's a sprinkle. I normally call these things dodo birds, since they are based off of dodo birds, I think, and they look like dodo birds, but they're called spriggles or spreagles. They're funny. I'm just gonna pass by the market to see who's selling what. So, I'm not sure why I'm selling this, but I am just trying to use up my shop time. And how these things over here work. It is that inside of this slot here, you would put in your coins, and a coin here, one coin equals 2 hours of shop time you'll get. And then this part here will go to here, and it'll be green like this. So, for example, if my friend here, he has put in 23 coins, so 23 times 2 is 46? Yes, 46. So he would get about 2 full days of time. 2 or 3 days of full time before his shop gets shut down. And when your shop shuts down, your stuff will be mailed back to you. And it seems like I have mail since this red thing's up. No, my shop just ran out, I think. Or someone sent me coins. Shop. Okay, my shop ran out. Definitely. Okay. I was trying to sell a silver pickaxe earlier, but no one was online to buy it, unfortunately. So after putting your coins in here, you'll then have shop time. And I'll demonstrate this. This is about to run out pretty soon, so I'll be quick. The things you want to sell, you will put in here. And then this lever controls the amount you want to sell. You can only sell as much that's in here, so you can't really scam. And this is the amount of coins you're selling it for. So, for example, if I sold 3 of these for 8 coins. You would then see the price, and that is 8 coins for 3 of these rock things. I am gonna take it out though, because I did see an attachment symbol for that, and I'm curious. I knew that was gonna happen. So anyways, we're gonna go back to into the crafting house, and we're gonna get our gold hammer, which I left right here, and then we're gonna just use hammer and chisel, and we're gonna chisel this off. If it's gonna work. I don't know, it's a bit weird sometimes. Do I gotta do this? There's nothing in it as well. Oh, there we go. And it just falls right off. And you can attach it back on, of course, if you would like. I think, yeah, I'll leave the pouch on. So now we just gotta hammer it back in. There we go. And I've made these potion holders things. And these things can hold up to 3 flask/potions. I'm not gonna get into potion brewing a lot since it is pretty complicated in itself. But basically, you would just grab your potions, and you would just attach them onto your holder like this. And to save some space. I had one a while back, and that was my old potion holder, but I actually got rid of it to get an ore pouch, which was a really good idea, honestly, since I didn't use potions a lot. Plus, they're pretty dangerous if you're not careful with them, and if you make the wrong potions. It is very easy to easily screw up while making a potion. So yeah. I'm gonna hang this here for anyone who needs it. That basically covers everything on Township. Well, not everything on Township, but the basics. There's also chiseling, which is pretty simple. Again, it's kind of like crafting, but with wood. Here, I'll demonstrate it a little. I am pretty slow. See how weight affects? But yeah, this is the carpenter, and you would normally slide this a bit back and place wood in these slots. And just like the crafting house, there is a recipe book here, which you would grab this, and I'll tell you some things about chiseling. But if you were to just go here, you would find your recipes. I don't have any wood on me, so I won't go through the struggle of making it. But basically, the parts you would need to chisel would glow blue, and you would just grab your golden hammer and your chisel and just do that at those points. Basically, just keep on chiseling away. And you will need to turn it over eventually, and that's what that lever is for. This is faster with 2 people, of course. It is best to do it with 2 people. I'll put the chisel back at the crafting house. But like I said, that should cover the main basics about a few stuff. I'll try to make more videos in the future, but this is gonna be the first one. I think it's a pretty good video to start off with, because it shows off some pretty cool things. They're simple but neat. So yeah, I'm gonna stop recording now.